Hey, what's up, Lions fans and football lovers? Do you like high-stakes drama, wild decisions, and a little bit of chaos mixed in with some amazing football? Well, do I have a treat for you. Let's talk about Dan Campbell's gutsy move in the Lions' 34-31 victory over the Green Bay Packers. That 4th and 1 call wasn't just bold, it was exactly the kind of football Detroit needs to play right now. Buckle up, folks, this is going to be a ride. The gutsy 4th down call. Let's set the scene. The Lions are up by just a few. But the game is anything but secure. What does head coach Dan Campbell do? He goes for it on 4th and 1. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, isn't that risky? Well, in normal football terms. Yeah, but this is Dan Campbell we're talking about. And he doesn't exactly believe in playing it safe. No, he says, let's finish this. And finish it they did. Even though Jared Goff slipped on the handoff, whoops, the Lions somehow managed to convert. They kicked the winning field goal from 35 yards out. And boom, it was over. Now, had they gone for the field goal earlier from 38 yards out, they'd have left the Packers nearly 40 seconds on the clock to pull off some magic. But nope, Campbell trusted his offense, and they pulled it off. This was just another chapter in the saga of the Lions' fearless offense. But here's the thing, it's not just a one-off move. This aggressive mindset? It's the identity of the Dan Campbell-led Lions. It's not just a philosophy, it's a lifestyle. And trust me, if Detroit wants to go all the way, this is the kind of aggressive football they need to keep playing. Why aggression is key right now? Look, the Lions' defense is hurting right now. Like, really hurting. They were missing several key players on Thursday, including defensive linemen, and lost star defensive tackle Alim McNeill to a concussion during the game. Not to mention, Aidan Hutchinson, Alex Anzalone, and a whole list of other big names are on injured reserve. So, yeah, things are rough on the defensive side of the ball. But here's the thing, the offense is firing on all cylinders. So, what's a team to do when the defense is limping along? You put the pedal to the metal on offense. Baby, keep scoring, keep the ball out of the opponent's hands, and make sure you convert those crucial 4th downs to keep your defense from having to do too much. That's where guys like Penei, Sewell, David Montgomery, and Jared Goff come in. When you've got an offensive line as dominant as the Lions and a running back like Montgomery who can move mountains, or, defenses, a 4th and 1 call becomes much less terrifying. They're built for this kind of game. Aggression as the shield. Think about it. If you're going to rely on a unit to carry you through a Super Bowl run, why wouldn't you go with the offense? A powerful offense means the defense doesn't have to be perfect. If the offense can control the clock, move the ball, and score efficiently, that's a big relief for the defense, especially when it's decimated by injuries. The Lions converted an astounding 80% of their 4th down attempts against Green Bay. That's insane, especially with the pressure they were under. But it shows you exactly why Campbell trusts this approach. When your offense is this good, you can make risky calls and have them pay off. Looking ahead, Buffalo and beyond. Of course, the road ahead isn't exactly a walk in the park. Next up, Buffalo. Yeah, you know what's coming. More high-pressure situations, more aggressive calls. But for the new age Lions, this is just the norm. Aggression is their game plan. And it's been working wonders. Will their defense get healthy in time for the playoffs? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, they're not backing down. If they have to win the Super Bowl with a patchwork defense, they're going to do it by keeping the gas pressed and making sure their offense is the one dictating the game. Closing. Alright, guys, that's the breakdown for today. If you loved hearing about the Lions' aggressive play style and the gutsy 4th down call that sealed the deal, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more awesome football content. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. This Lions team is one you'll want to keep an eye on. Until next time, stay bold, stay aggressive, and as always, keep it sporty. Lions use gutsy 4th down call to finish off Packers in thrilling NFC North battle. What's up, football fans? Grab your snacks, because this game had more twists and turns than a roller coaster. And I'm here to break it all down for you. It was a showdown between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, and it was a game for the ages. Buckle up because this one had everything: bold decisions, clutch plays, and a dramatic finish that had us all on the edge of our seats. Let's dive right in and talk about how the Lions clinched their second consecutive playoff berth with a thrilling 34-31 victory. Spoiler alert. It came down to one crazy, gutsy fourth down call from none other than Lions head coach Dan Campbell. If you like aggressive coaching decisions and heart-stopping football, keep watching. Dan Campbell, the king of fourth down. First off, let's talk about Dan Campbell, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy has no chill when it comes to going for it on fourth down. Seriously, if you've ever thought, is he really going to go for it again? The answer is always yes. He's the kind of coach who looks at a fourth and short situation from his own 31-yard line and says, "Nah, let's roll the dice." If you haven't noticed, Campbell's mentality is simple: play aggressive, win aggressive, and let me tell you, this mindset has been a huge factor in the Lions' success this season. Now, you might be thinking, why go for it on fourth down with 43 seconds left? With the game tied and the ball in your hands? Oh, you know, because Campbell wasn't going to let Green Bay's Jordan Love get a shot at the win. I mean, who would? Instead of playing it safe and kicking a field goal to take the lead, Campbell told his team, "Let's finish this on offense." And they did, with a 7-yard run from David Montgomery that kept the chains moving and burned the clock. What a decision. No more Packers magic. No more Jordan Love comeback. Just pure Lions grit. Jared Goff, shaky start, strong finish. Now let's talk about the quarterback who went from a few questionable moments to clutch-time hero. Jared Goff had a bit of a rollercoaster night, throwing an interception that set up the Packers' lead in the fourth quarter. But, like a true pro, Goff shook off the mistake, and when it mattered most, he delivered. His leadership during the game-winning drive was exactly what you'd expect from a veteran QB. Whether it was connecting with Amon-Ra St. Brown on a critical 16-yard gain or hitting Jameson Williams for a key 19-yard play, Goff stayed calm and kept the offense rolling. Even though he didn't have a perfect game, his ability to bounce back from adversity is what makes him a top-tier QB. Plus, let's not forget, he had to do all this while his defense was a bit banged up and giving up yards. But hey, when you're a playoff-bound team like the Lions, you've got to find ways to win. And Goff certainly did that on Thursday night. The Lions' defense, sacks, pressure, and more sacks. Let's talk about the defense for a second. Coming into this game, the Lions had a few defensive injuries to deal with. So what did they do? They turned up the pressure on Packers QB Jordan Love like it was their full-time job. Early on, the Lions were relentless, blitzing like it was going out of style. Love had zero time to breathe. At one point, Love had more pressure in his face than a college student during finals week. Zadarius Smith set the tone on the Packers' first offensive play, sacking Love and reminding him that no one is safe in this game. The Packers had nothing going early, and the Lions were cruising to a 10-0 lead before Green Bay even realized what was happening. But credit where credit is due, the Packers adjusted and started running the ball with more success. Especially after a Josh Jacobs 1-yard touchdown made it 10-7. Still, Detroit wasn't going to let Love get too comfortable in that pocket. Speaking of credit, how about that big 4th and goal call at the end of the half? With the Lions facing a crucial decision and the clock ticking down, Campbell decided to go for it, bypassing a field goal attempt. And boom, Jahmyr Gibbs catches a 2-yard touchdown pass with just 11 seconds remaining in the half. Huge play, huge gutsy call, and it paid off, sending Detroit into halftime with a 17-7 lead. Packers make a push. Goff's interception